Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. As we know, the SNP is going to the Supreme Court over its definition of women, and it's trying to include men in the definition of women. You know, those men that have that mental condition, which means that they think they're women and that they want us to pretend as well. Well, now Amnesty International are getting involved on the side of the SNP, and they're banging on about the rights of these delusional men, and they should have the right to be women, or at least to have the same opportunities as women. Well, I think everyone's got the same opportunities, more or less, haven't they? But the only thing is, nobody is talking about the rights of women, the rights of a woman not to find herself in a space occupied by a biological male. Why is Amnesty International going on about this? Is this a major problem? No, this really isn't. The fact is that these delusional men, for it is predominantly men, have to accept that they are male. And it doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what they want. Wanting will not change anything. And even if they have their ghoulies cut off, they're just men who've had their ghoulies cut off. You cannot allow women to be endangered simply for the hurty feelings of these delusional men. Now, we know, as the government keep pointing out, that the sex crime rate amongst trans is way higher than non-trans. And so in order to protect women from men who are desperate to get into women's safe spaces, we've just simply got to ban them. The SNP don't like this. Of course, they're really only doing it because they started this whole palaver with the Greens and they can't be seen to back down. But for Amnesty to get involved as well, I think that's going to hurt them. I think a lot of people who donate to Amnesty will suddenly stop doing so, in the same way as a lot of people who used to donate to the Royal National Lifeboat Institute stopped doing so, to such an extent now that the RNLI are actually in deep financial mess. But then if they're going to act as a taxi service for illegal immigrants, what do they expect? And I think the same will happen now with Amnesty if they are going to protect strange men at the cost of women's safety. So women, if you are someone who donates to Amnesty, as I'm sure a lot of people do, you may want to consider that. They don't care about your safety. They only concerned with the rights of men. So what are you going to do about it? Well, the Supreme Court will rule that a GRC does not a woman make. However, it's also likely to say that a GRC will incur some rights. And I'm sure it will. But I tell you what it won't do. It won't make me call a man a woman. It won't make me think that a man is a woman. And it won't make me treat that man as anything other than a man. And I tell you, if that man with a GRC goes into a changing room where my wife is, he'll soon find out exactly how wrong he is. Thanks very much. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye.